start of the third period in this matchup between the Manila National University MFT Bulldogs going up against the Malolos Mighty Bulsu Golden Gears. It is a 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. Here's Matt Salem. He will get to the free throw line as he attacked the rim. You can see from the starting lineup here of Malolos Mighty Bulsu, they really mean business now. They have Ervin Soto with Pangilinan, Reyes, Fajardo, and Gutierrez, who made a good account of himself in that first half.
He played pretty well after that, especially that spin move.
Right.
You know, they're definitely going to try to surpass these NU MFT Bulldogs, especially early. They're going to try to make a quick run here.
Finally, some movement on the score for Matt Salem, although he splits his free throws. Now at 11 points and 9 rebounds. Still looking for that double-double. Pangilinan had a three-pointer earlier, now puts it on the floor. Pangilinan on the drive. Pangilinan will miss. And there's your 10th rebound for Salem.
That was three-quarter of the ways down. They didn't, score for him, though. Salem
now with 11 and 10. A double-double.
Oh.
Hook shot, a classic shot there from Isa Gaye.
But he had the great idea.
Right.
Who's going to block that?
No one can. No one could block Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he did that. Dominic Fajardo drops it over to Ernest Reyes, who scores.
Those two have been doing it since last conference as well.
So Ernest Reyes chops it down to a 6-point lead, 43-37. Isa Gaye, ball movement once again for NU. Manila. Deputado on the drive. Couldn't get that one to go. Good defense from Dominic Fajardo. Here comes John Gutierrez in the front court. Gutierrez tries to do a Michael Jordan. Didn't work.
Behind the head
behind everything. Salem. They slow it down and change the play. Cinco wearing his number as his number 5, matching his surname. Salem lobs it inside. Good patience shown. Another hook shot. That time a little offline for Gaye. Pangilinan, straightaway 3. Gaye taps it over to Salem. The Deputado approaching 2 minutes gone by here in our third period. Tan seeing his first action of the game for NU. That's Kyle Tan, and in the meantime, we have a three-pointer coming from Cinco.
We were saying they didn't shoot too well in the first half. If they shoot better from the outside, well, you can see this lead stretching out a bit.
You can have something like the reverse law of averages probably happening for the Bulldogs here. If they get all these open looks, Pangilinan working the post. It's a zone defense he has to get through, and he gets through.
That's what these guys from, these colleges, especially the young kids like Tan, they're going to have to realize when you're playing against guys that are a little bit stronger, you got to get lower, get your center of gravity as low as possible. Look, he kind of stands up here, right there, and that's when he got beat. With a foul, going to the stripe.
And that's going to be Pangilinan getting to the free throw line. Mark Pangilinan. Mark Joseph Pangilinan, who we talked about as being a practice player for several teams, actually a graduate of Bulacan State University.
But I believe he is taking up his master's, so he qualifies.
Yeah. Cinco away from the ball. We're going to have a foul. That's going to be a hold called on Gutierrez. So John Gutierrez called for his first foul.
Number 25, Gutierrez is first.
So 46-40. Here's Cinco. Coming off the screen, Deputado. Another screen provided here by Isa Gaye. Pick and roll coming late. Gaye, turnaround. Doesn't work. Ervin Soto with the rebound. And he's fouled by Gaye. And that's something he's going to have to learn as well.
Unnecessary.
He got beat.
That's exactly what Coach Joey Guanyo is saying. Well, you don't have to foul that guy from about 80 feet away from the basket. Not necessary.
So Deputado will sit down.
Slowly but surely, Malolos Mighty Bulsu eating into that lead of the Manila NU MFT Bulldogs.
Here's Pangilinan on the catch and shoot. He's missing from the outside once again. Hasn't been able to replicate that one he hit in the first period. Senining back in the game along with Mosqueda. Cinco does not use the pick from Gaye. Goes to the side. Senining, three-pointer in and out. Another rebound for Salem. Boy, Salem just knows how to position himself, doesn't he?
He does. And he did that against a veteran who really loves to position in Ernest Reyes.
And coming back into the game, Paul Vincent de la Cruz, who did start the game at point guard.
Salem has got some long arms as well. I mean, kind of deceiving. He doesn't look that tall, but with his long arms, he's quite effective.
Well, Matt Salem, of course, about 6'3", with those very long arms. Already in double figures, he's got 11 rebounds in the game. And he has got 12 points to go with it as well.
4 out of 6 from the free throw line. Salem given a very good, counting of himself in this ball game.
Right. Irvin Soto gets the baseline. Soto pumps up, and again, that's the veteran Irvin Soto for you.
That's strength right there.
Right.
Going right through Gaye.
Lead is down to 5. Approaching 6 minutes remaining in this third period. De La Cruz, a little overzealous, and his defending against Senining will be called for his first. But that is team foul number 4, however, for Malolos Mighty Bulsu. So the next foul will give free throws to the Bulldogs. You can see here, Irvin Soto. All right, you're not going to block me anyway, so I'll just go straight up for it. In the meantime, 10 seconds to shoot. Here's the drive and the pull-up. That one is good, coming from Chino Mosqueda.
That's a solid shot. As the shot clock is winding down, he had the presence of mind to create a little space for himself and hit that baseline jumper.
And he's actually part of the season 76 UAAP Juniors champion, Pangilinan. They just can't get the ball to Fajardo, can they? Pangilinan looking for Fajardo, goes over to Ernest Reyes, lost the ball. Here comes Senining now on a 3-on-2 going the other way. Mosqueda is bumped. Mosqueda finishes the shot, and he'll get a 3-point play.
Takes the contact.
Right.
And, really an athletic endeavor there by Mosqueda to get that ball up. I thought he was not even going to take the shot off, but did a great job of getting that ball up.
Malolos,
3-point opportunity.
Well, Vince Malolos is not going to sue for time. They are down by 9, possibly even 10. We'll have more action from the FBA when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back to the only regional grassroots amateur basketball league in the country, the Filsports Basketball Association League. Like that on Facebook, and you'll get the latest from our league. And in the meantime, there is a miss. And a foul will be called before Malolos could cross the court. Talk about the defense of the Manila NU Bulldogs against Dominic Fajardo. They know that he's the guy they need to mark.
He's been scouted. Obviously, they got some tape, some film. Nobody has tape anymore. And on cue, Dominic says, hey, I don't care if you saw my tape. I'm going to do it anyways.
Fajardo with only, his third field goal of the game.
But you know Dominic, once he gets one, he gets that thirst that can't be quenched.
Matt Salem from deep. Gaye is going to be fouled by Irvin Soto, and Joey Guanyo's looking over and saying, that's my prized possession, watch out.
He's just very light. When he goes in the air, guys like Soto know all too well what to do.
Exactly. But he'll be tested now from the free throw line. So Isa Gaye has not visited the line today. So Gaye, I don't know.
He's got some touch.
Yeah, he's got some touch. But I don't know if you remember pictures of Norman Black when he first played in the PBA way back in 1981. And look at Isa Gaye. They sort of look alike.
I was really young. Just kidding.
You know what, sir? I know there's Mayor Christian Natividad. Later on, we're going to get a full shot of everybody who was with him over there. And Dominic Fajardo. Who says he doesn't have an outside shot?
Hey, he's been working on it. That much I know.
And he has cut the lead down to just 6 points. So Fajardo starting to explode here in the third period. Here's Cinco going to Senining. Senining uses the pick from Salem. Salem trying to look for Isa Gaye. It's a turnover. Pangilinan will bring it down. De La Cruz. They move it around now to Fajardo. Fajardo sees an opening.
He is like the Tasmanian devil. Once he gets going, does that little
Wow.
spin. And he's got so much strength to carve out his own space and score at ease.
The lead is down to 4 from the heroics of Dominic Fajardo. We have a timeout called here by Joey Guanya, but first, let's take a look at the Houdini act pulled off by one of the league's leading scorers, Dominic Fajardo, doing it again for Malolos Mighty Bulsu. We'll be right back. Back with us here, ladies and gentlemen, inviting everybody to follow us on Twitter at FBA Connect. And it is 53-49 in favor of the Manila NU MFT Bulldogs, and Dominic Fajardo will foul a 3-point shooter as R.A. Napa will get to the free throw line. That's number 3 on Dominic Fajardo.
It was close. It was a borderline foul. That's why Dominic's saying, hey, I barely got him with a fingertip. But again, anytime you hit a jump shooter that far away from the basket, the referees see it so easily.
Right. R.A. Napa, of course, the younger brother of Jeff Napa, who used to play for the Bulldogs. There's so many next generation players. It won't be long before we see some Hezons on the floor as well, right?
Maybe the golf course. Or the bowling alley.
That's right, that's right. I'm there with the bowling alley thing. So Napa good on his first 2 free throws, third one on its way. Gets all 3.
Yeah, they're playing pretty solid. In the first half, NU didn't miss a free throw. They were 100%. So they're continuing that here in this second half.
Inbound problems now. Fajardo has it tapped away from him. And Pangilinan says, I'll do it. A little bit of a problem on the inbound there for Abraham Crisostomo, seeing his first action. In the meantime, a good press by NU. Fajardo gets away. Only one man to beat. Fajardo erased by Isagaye. And Manila now going the other way. Napa over to Salem.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. With Gaye down there so long, can just turn away any would-be easy shot, even from a Dominic Fajardo. It changes the complexion of the ball game.
And a timeout called by Malolos Mighty Bulsu as we take a look at the erasure from the Senegalese center of the Manila National University MFT Bulldogs. That leads into this transition basket.
Wow.
Matt Salem on the finishing end. We'll take this short break in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we will stay on the air, actually, as we can take a look at the huddle here of Coach Anthony Tayao. So his team was knocking on the door. They were down by 4 in the last timeout. And yeah.
Before that, let's go to some numbers. Isagaye right now, he's got a double-double in points and rebounds, and he's got 2 blocks, and none bigger than that last one where he was the glass cleaner.
Right.
He just took off all possibility of a shot from Fajardo.
Well, the man at the center of your screens, or on the left of your screens right now, is Vice Mayor Gilbert Gatchalian, along with Councilor Noel Pineda, Nino Bautista, Councilor Vince Cruz, also in attendance, Councilor Kiko Castro, Councilor Rico Capula, and board member Anjo Mendoza, all supporting the Malolos Mighty Bulsu squad. Can they make a rally? De La Cruz is fouled by Salem, and De La Cruz looking for a flagrant. Of course, none was called. That's actually a foul that they could give. That's only their 4th team foul.
20 seconds to shoot.
So Del Rosario will check back into the game.
For Abraham Crisostomo.
For Abraham Crisostomo. So all of a sudden, Malolos Mighty Bulsu inserts a 6'5" power forward. They get a little bigger.
Slightly.
Here's Pangilinan for 3. Finally!
Yeah. Obviously, he has the confidence. He's gone out for quite a few of those shots tonight, and he looks kind of streaky. Once he gets one, never know, it could make a few more.
He had one in the first period, and now he cuts the lead down to 6. Napa can't get it back. Isagaye, nobody boxed him out. And that will be last touch on Senining. And the crowd now starting to get back into it here in Malolos.
So great signs of life for the Bulsu Golden Gears.
De La Cruz whips it over to Fajardo. Pangilinan asking for a screen from Del Rosario. Pangilinan on the drive, out to Dominic Fajardo once again. No movement for Bulsu. De La Cruz, Irvin Soto with a fake, and it is stolen by Senining. Senining on a 3-on-2, and there is a slam coming from Isa Gaye.
He didn't have to jump high to get that one.
Right. Fajardo drops it off. Del Rosario gets it back.
Turkey Del Rosario.
So a layup is still the same as a dunk as Del Rosario gets another steal. Pangilinan gets it across. Time down to 2 minutes and 8 remaining. Pangilinan squeezes through.
Went up and under. We used to call that a kili-kili shot.
It is still called a kili-kili shot, sir. 60-56. The lead is down to 4 once again.
Great run here for Bulsu. Gets this crowd back in it.
Here's Napa for 3, way off. Here comes De La Cruz now into the front court. Pangilinan lining up, three-pointer on its way, good!
He's hot. We said if he makes one, he has the possibility of making a few more, and you will sue for time, try to slush this run of the Malolos Mighty Bulsu team.
And we have 1:40 remaining here in the third period, and all of the fourth period still to come here, Vince. This lead is down to 160-59. Dominic Fajardo actually started this. You know, he was the spark of this rally, but now Pangilinan has just caught fire. So Mark Joseph Pangilinan with back-to-back threes here in the third period. He had one in the first, then he had a layup here. So he's already in double figures.
He's been doing gangbusters on this court, and you know, from a high of 11 points for NU as far as the biggest lead goes, it's down to 1. We have an entirely brand new ball game. New life has been injected to this crowd and this Malolos Mighty Bulsu team.
Joey Guanyo feverishly coming up with something from the playboard. And we all know that the Manila NU Bulldogs actually won their initial encounter, trying to stay undefeated. As we take a look at this play once again, this was the transition 3 coming from Mark Joseph Pangilinan.
That was a great shot, nice confident shot, and I think everybody in the team knows he can shoot that. He's probably done it a lot in practice. We just haven't seen it. This is their very first game here in the FBA. You know, you got to say their shooting has definitely improved. They're 9 out of 16 shooting, 56% here in this third period for Malolos. Only 35%, 5 out of 14 for NU.
Let's see what NU comes up with here. Salem. This is coming off the timeout of Joey Guanyo. Here's Diputado. Boy, Del Rosario almost took him out of the equation. Turnaround, Isa Gaye is short. A chance to lead now for Malolos Mighty Bulsu.
Wow, to end the fourth.
Right. Fajardo gets bumped and he'll get to the free throw line. That's on Salem.
He said, wow, only one guy to guard me.
Right.
Easy pickings. I'm Dominic Fajardo.
And Dominic Fajardo will get the second foul from Matt Salem.
He just saw that little edge of Matt Salem right there, and he said, okay, you're not going to take this charge. I'm going to put enough contact, you know, between us that the referee is forced to make a call, most probably blocking.
And it was a blocking foul. Now we are tied at 60 with Fajardo having a chance now to give the lead to Malolos Mighty Bulsu for the first time in this game.
Wow. So they have the 1-point lead.
Yeah, the first time since 3-0 rather. 3-0 was the last time Malolos Mighty Bulsu tasted the lead. Approaching a minute remaining in the third. Going over to Gaye. And Senining, with under a minute remaining, has to set up a play with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Swings it around. Cinco, missing. And the rebound picked up once again by Malolos. Into the front court, De La Cruz, the energy guy. Over to Pangilinan, who's been hot here. Balagtas in the game for the first time here in the second half.
Wow.
A long three, De La Cruz!
Wow. From the parking lot. That was way out there from Paul Vincent De La Cruz.
22 seconds remaining, 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Cinco is tripped, but there is a foul called on the energy man. Paul Vincent de la Cruz. I remember him when he used to come off the bench. He just came in with so much energy that it just consumed the team.
Wow. And now to end this third period,
Yeah.
they've got a 4-point lead. It can be brought down a bit by the free throws of Cinco.
That's just a long three.
Man.
Even Vince Hison would have a hard time matching that one.
Yeah. No, I like those long ones because
Yeah.
people think, who's going to shoot that far
Yeah,
out?
that's right.
Who's crazy enough to actually think about it?
I've seen Vince Hison
I'm
knock
crazy
down
enough.
a few of those in his career.
Takes a certain amount of craziness
Yeah.
to shoot from 5 feet past the three-point line.
Well, if you have a teammate by the name of Marlon Aquino, you're sort of Oh, Gaye!
Wow. Active. Very active. Issa just went for that offensive rebound. You got to block him out.
There is
Almost
no,
better to even face guard him
Right.
and just don't let him get anywhere near the basket. He's so long.
There is no quit in this kid from Senegal. As we take a look at this again, it's a great angle just to see how he slipped through everybody, used those long arms, and Jeremy Del Rosario had no chance. Gaye
He's got
completed.
great basics.
Yeah.
Issa Gaye's got excellent fundamentals, and as time goes on, as his strength improves, and you know, just his overall capacity to play basketball gets better.
Yeah.
He's just wow.
Well,
Amazing.
He's bigger than Alfred Aroga, that's for sure. A block there. Follow-up is good. Coming from Balagtas. And at the buzzer, hold on, a flagrant is called with 3/10 remaining.
It looks like they're going to call a unsportsmanlike. See,
And I saw this could be an ejection too.
let's see what happens.
It is a disqualifying foul. And Gutierrez has been tossed with 3/10 of a second remaining. I didn't see that. Maybe we can get that on replay.
I didn't see it either. It happened right around midcourt. Let's see it.
All right, let's see. Gutierrez is going to collide with Go on this one. He gave him an elbow to the chest, and Go didn't even feel that. But that's what they called.
I didn't see much there.
Yeah, Go didn't even. Let's see if we can see it from another angle. So that was Kins Go, who was a recipient of the elbow coming from Gutierrez. Gutierrez has been tossed from this game.
Matt Gutierrez will
And-
finish with 5 points and
Yeah, all in the first half.
1 rebound. Yeah.
So right now, Gutierrez is, I believe, still in the
Yeah,
area.
he
So
has to
he has to leave.
Step out of the gym.
And of course, the commissioner will review this call. Maybe we can see it again. That didn't look like much, you're right. But again, maybe the referee was closer so that there was an intention. As we take a look at it again, Vince, right here. And you can see that Gutierrez, here's Kins goal. And yeah, there was contact with the elbow, but Go didn't even feel that. Go missing on one of two, rather. So a 1-point lead for NU. 3/10 remaining here in this
Wow.
action-packed third period.
And that's too bad. Since it's disqualifying, automatically you'll most probably have to miss the next game as well.
Right. Sanining. And there is no foul called on that last play. The crowd doesn't like it, but at the end of the third period, folks, it is 66-65 in favor of the Malolos Mighty Bulsu over the Manila NU MFT Bulldogs.